With the third selection in the second round of the 2021 OHL Priority Selection, Niagara IceDogs select Juan Copeland from the Detroit Big 15s.
Juan's a guy for us who really just has elite feet and elite skill set. His skills really are off the charts. And then what really jumped out from my end is his ability to do everything at a fast pace, do everything in traffic. We found as a staff, his reads with the puck really in this class, in our opinion, are second to none. And we honestly believe he has the ability with his tools and his skill set to translate to the OHL level very quickly. He does everything at a pace and in traffic that we really believe with his subtle puck movements and the way he sees the ice, that he's a guy that'll be able to come in and make an impact right out of the gate and then be, a potential star down the line for us.
With the fourth selection in the second round of the 2021 OHL Priority Selection, the Niagara IceDogs select Joseph Costanzo from the Toronto Marlboros U16.
He was the guy we were going into the draft targeting, that we wanted to get a young goalie, but we didn't want to take just anyone. We were targeting Joey. And really, from our end on the ice, he combines everything you look for in a franchise goalie with size, his pedigree, his poise, his confidence in the net. He's intimidating to shooters. He tracks well. Rebound control is excellent. He seals not only the ice, the post well, sees everything, communicates well. He's a leader on the ice. It really is, he's the full package. And then off the ice, just what an outstanding young man, very polished, very impressive. His teammates love him, and he really is a guy that we could not be more excited to bring in, and really a guy who has potential to be a backstop for a league champion, which is very exciting from our end.
With the 20th selection in the second round of the 2021 OHL Priority Selection, the Niagara IceDogs select Declan Water from the Waterloo Wolves U16.
There's not a lot not to like about Declan. So from our end, really, we had him as a locked-in first-round guy on our staff list. We couldn't believe we were able to get him where we did. And from our end, it's really, he does everything well. Moves very well. He's a bulldog out there, away from the puck. He's very responsible, very smart. He's a go, go, go kind of a guy. The motor never stops working, while at the same time, excellent vision, excellent execution, great release, can finish, really is very strong offensively, but very reliable away from the puck. He's a great 200 feet guy, and we couldn't be more excited to have him.
With the sixth selection in the third round of the 2021 OHL Priority Selection, the Niagara IceDogs select Jax Whismur from the Vaughan Kings U16.
From our end, we knew we wanted to come back with a defenseman after we had gone with Declan. And really, in our minds, we never thought Andrew would be there for us. He's a guy that we had, in our top 3 or 4 D overall in this year's draft. And we were delighted to be able to get him. So from my end, really, he's a guy who has elite feet. He's electric when he gets going. Reminds me a ton of Jesse Graham, who we had come through Niagara, but really, very polished in terms of his skating. His defense is excellent, while at the same time, he knows when it's time for offense, and he fully has the ability, to execute that way as well. So really, another very well-rounded guy, and another guy we're thrilled to be bringing into Niagara.
The Niagara IceDogs select Connor Haynes from the Markham Majors U16.
Connor's a guy 6'3", skates like the wind. So right there, anytime you kind of have that combination, we feel it's a good one for us. And really, Connor's a guy who projects to be a pro in our minds. I mean, really, he combines everything with the size and speed, but the awareness. He's incredibly responsible defensively, excellent face-off guy, excellent PK guy, really understands the game, understands the position, can command the ice, so really does a lot of the details well that you often see translate to our level and beyond. So again, couldn't be more excited, and Connor certainly has a very bright future here.
The Niagara IceDogs select Jax Whismur from the Barrie Junior Colts U16.
Another guy where, again, from our end, we never imagined we'd be able to get him where we did. He's a guy we were looking at very closely in the third round, and had things shaken out a little bit differently, we would have been very happy, taking him in the third round there. And we know, again, what a bright future he has. And really similar to the past couple, he's very well-rounded. So this is a guy who plays physical when he needs to, has that in him, has a great defensive edge and defensive side to his game, while at the same time knows how to move it up the ice, sees it very well. And is a guy really, as he continues to come more and more into his own, could be an absolute force at our level. And again, we're thrilled to be able to get him in the fifth there. It was a funny draft, as we all know, this year, where with the lack of in-person viewings, certain guys were able to be available, most likely far later than in a traditional year they would be. So from our end, one guy that kind of jumps out at me is Giacomo Martino from the Vaughan Kings. This is a guy certainly who has options, and he's weighing them as a family, but really from our end, it's a second round talent that we're able to get in the seventh round. So, it's really, there's certainly a number of those kind of stories around the league. Another quick one for us is Dawson Lukey in the 15th round is one that I was especially happy with. He was a Riyadh. We were able to get him back on the draft list this year. And again, a local Niagara guy who we were very interested in last season, went down to the prep school loop this year, had a phenomenal year. So really from my end, I was thrilled to be able to rectify that, so to speak, and get him added to Niagara. And then in terms of the class as the whole, we could not be more excited. The number one buzzword in Niagara has been value, and we really believe we got tremendous value with each of our picks, and with the guys we have signed here now coming in, combined with the 04s, we honestly believe we've got the makings of an incredibly dynamic, exciting, fast young group here, combined with the returning veterans, that we feel we're going to be a lot of fun to watch and a team to look out for. So really, it's nothing but excitement from our end in Niagara, and we just can't wait to get going here now.